All right, A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and it's all on me. I'm back with another video. I didn't post yesterday because I really wanted to give you guys some information and go a little bit more in depth about the subconscious mind and how honestly that's where your true manifestations of your reality are coming from. Now this video may not be too long. It depends. I'm gonna try to get through it. I have a headache. Um, they've been coming back very frequently. So I'm gonna start it off a little bit differently, okay? In my last video, I was talking about the subconscious mind, your subconscious beliefs, and how you should change them. In this video, I'm going to be talking and going a little bit more depth into the subconscious mind and what it's about and stuff like that, okay? So, with the subconscious mind being very wise and intelligent, excuse me, it is also serving as a protective shield. Meaning, when you are reliving certain past experiences in the present, or better yet, revisiting, immediately the subconscious mind will revoke it to keep you safe. The reason the subconscious mind is a protective shield is because your subconscious mind, depending on if you are working on a project or you know that you have a habit of starting and stopping something, or you want to succeed at something, but you feel deep down inside that you won't succeed because you failed numerous times. If you try to do it again, or if you try something new, your subconscious mind is going to protect you by telling you no. And now you may be unaware of this because you might not, you might have your conscious mind maybe seeing that this is something you want, okay? You want to go for it, okay? You're aware of this. However, the subconscious mind is not going to be feeling the same exact way. I went over how when your conscious mind can be aware of your dreams, your aspirations, and things that you want, and Bruce H. Lipton described the creative mind. However, depending on what has been programmed into your subconscious mind and your beliefs of yourself internally, that's going to reflect externally into your reality. Now, the reason this is important is because the subconscious mind serves as the director behind the scenes. And what that means is it's unaware. Okay, so all the way up until 7 years, they say, I try to look up the, when you actually do develop your conscious state of mind, at what age you do. It says 6, it says 7. I honestly do not know. I'm gonna try to research more and dive a little bit more deeper into that because that really does interest me and I want to know more about that. Okay, but the subconscious mind, going back to the subconscious mind. So I'll give you guys an example. An example would be, like I said, if you started something and you stop it, that's what will happen because the beliefs that have already been programmed within your subconscious mind, that's going to keep you from doing it is what you need to do. It's going to keep you from actually succeeding, and you're going to keep on manifesting the same habits over and over again. Okay? So it will basically revoke it because it's like you want to do something, but then you have that belief that's holding you back and saying, no, don't do it. And depending on your thoughts is going to determine your feelings, and then your feelings will feed the subconscious mind. Your emotions, that's where your manifestations come from. So if you hear a lot of people that talk about manifesting, you manifest based off of how you feel. It's not what you think. But the thing is I'm not saying you can think something and then automatically it manifests. People manifest off of how they feel because that's what the subconscious mind is responding to. It's responding to your feelings and your emotions. Your thoughts, your thoughts, when you're thinking something that is positive, you feed the feeling of positivity. When you're thinking something negative, you feed the feeling of negativity. So, depending on how you're feeling, depending on what you're thinking and how you're feeling depending on what you're thinking will contribute to that feeling and that emotion, then will later eventually contribute to your actions and reality. Okay, now going back, also I wanted to say Dr. Bruce H. Lipton, he is a cell biologist, and he actually studies the he actually goes into depth about the subconscious mind. He talks about how you can reprogram it. And I remember saying in my last previous video of changing your subconscious beliefs, you can change it by energy, hypnosis, repetition, and positive affirmations. Those two were correct, but one was wrong. It is not energy hypnosis, it's actually energy psychology, okay? So I want you to know that, so that way you guys aren't, getting misguided by information. And I'm going to make another video about energy psychology, but I'm not really going to get too much into it, but I'll tell you a little bit of what I believe, what I do know a little bit about it. But this is the definition. It's a collection of mind-body approaches for understanding and improving human functioning, focusing on the relationship between thoughts, emotions, and sensations and behaviors. Okay? And it's holistic therapy. And I honestly believe that it's more of a spiritual type of therapy, when actually going deeper into the mind, which is contributing to the feelings and the sensations of your body. If you ever actually think about it, when you get upset about something and you have a deep thought about something that's upsetting you, you're contributing to anger. And then that feeling of anger can make you feel some type of way. When I get angry, the sensation of anger, it makes my body feel sometimes hot, or I have goosebumps, or however the case may be. Sometimes it feels like my pressure is running, like my blood is just boiling. It's kind of weird. It's hard to describe. But and then with the sensation, it's like you want to eventually contribute an action that could be negative at that moment, which will cause for your behavior and your actions. So he talks about energy psychology and going deeper into that. Like I said, I will go more into that and I will research that. Then I will come back and make that a topic. But what I wanted to say was, in his case, he says, Bruce H. Lipton says, the first 7 years of your life are from learned behavior, which is the programmed mind. He says the subconscious mind is the habitual mind, because that is where majority of your actions are coming from. Your conscious mind is the decisions and how you feel at that moment and what you're aware of. However, your subconscious mind, that's not where you make mostly your decisions, but it's where you actually contribute your habits, because the conscious is aware and it makes the decision. So I want to go back into subconscious beliefs and say that the subconscious is more of the action and where the action is taking place. If this makes sense, let me know in the comments. And he says that all the way up until the 7 years, your subconscious mind has already programmed certain beliefs within it. And as you're seeing and observing as a child, you're hearing things. So if you've known that your parents have been through the struggle, or been through a struggle, or money, or you've heard your parents say money is hard to come by, that has been programmed within your subconscious beliefs. So when you get older, you're going to think the same thing. You're going to think the exact same way, because you were not aware of that, but at the moment it was downloaded into your subconscious mind, and you may not contribute to actually going out there to follow your dreams. Or a better example would be procrastination. For example, I know people in my family who have procrastinated in their life, and I've seen that, and from me seeing those things contributed to me procrastinating in my life growing up as an adult. I'm not a perfect person. I have started things and I have not finished them. However, I am changing those habits and improving on becoming a way better woman, not for you watching this video or anyone else, but for myself. Because the most thing that's really important is being successful is actually working on yourself internally and working harder on yourself, which is a quote by John Ron. Now, he also goes on to say the thinking conscious mind goes inside. So in the conscious mind, he says that the conscious mind is not an outside job, it is an inside job. So the 95% that's holding all those beliefs is contributing to your actions and how you actually act and behave as of right now and as of today. Excuse me. So in order for you to be able to reprogram your subconscious beliefs, positive affirmations is a very plus, because when you continue, and repetition is something that you continue to repeat over and over again. So if you continue to repeat positive affirmations, if you continue to learn and read about these things, like I myself, I'm not just dropping content or video just for people and just doing it just to do it. No, I'm actually learning myself and understanding my subconscious beliefs and my subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is where the 95% is, and that holds all the magic, as Bob Proctor would have said. That is where you're manifesting from. So if you know that you want to manifest something into reality, and you actually want to manifest a specific person or whatever these people who do manifest talk about, I manifest, but also I have been withheld from certain things, and which cause resistance because of my negative beliefs. So I'm working on improving my subconscious beliefs and actually changing that and altering what was programmed in my mind to reprogram. Remember, we are not responsible for probably the first years of our lives being as children, but we are responsible as adults, and we are responsible for actually reprogramming our subconscious state of mind and actually becoming the better people that we want to be. Okay? And that is where majority of the data bank is. So if you really do think about it, here are some examples. I got this from a video I was watching. It says, what if I was more positive, or what if I don't procrastinate, or what if I did succeed? To me, honestly, I will say I replace what if with I am, because I am is a state of right now, or I will is a state of it's happening right now. So I would not say what if, but I will say I am. You know, like for me, I say I am love. I am loved. I am integrity. I am intelligent. I am smart. I am beautiful. All of these things, I believe I mentioned this in the previous video. So if you're trying to do that, you must understand that you must be able to burn the desire of negative thinking. And the reason I say to burn the desire of negative thinking is because it's not something that is going to happen overnight. People say it can happen within seconds. I believe it's what has been downloaded, and how much negativity has been downloaded within the subconscious beliefs. Because if you want to believe it or not, the negative is outweighing the positive, because really deep down inside we have insecurities and we have trust issues because of things that we have been through. And this is also psychologically proven. There is Erik Erikson's law as well. I've studied psychology, a little bit of it when I was in college. No, I am not a psychological expert. Please do not think that, okay? But I do know a little bit. I will say that whatever we have been through our childhood and past experiences will show up in our adulthood, and those will be that will be the outcome of our lives. Not saying that this will determine you, that you will fail or you're going to fail in life. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if you actually think about how you may be acting as of right now, could be something that did happen in your childhood. Like, for example, my mother had neglected me. The neglecting of a mother and needing a mother and not having a mother figure is something that can actually hurt a child, because you need the mother and you need the father in the life. And with them not being present, or with one of them not being present, it shows up later on in life, and it could be the cause of, they say, people who are homosexual, like I myself, I am homosexual, I like women. So that something in that bracket could also be the cause of that as well. And I do believe that this can actually be true. Like I said, I'll research a little bit on this. I'm not saying nothing disrespectful to people who are, homosexual or nothing like that, because I myself, I am homosexual. But what I am saying is that I believe that this could also be a sign of when you're being neglected by a parent, or there's not trust that's there. Things that have happened within your life will shape, things that have happened with you being as a child will shape how you are as of right now. So because I'll come up with a better example. Say, for example, like I said, my mom neglected me. She wasn't there. Okay, my father and I didn't have a really close relationship. And since that relationship and how our relationship was, okay, I wasn't really as close with my parents, My dad did do things for me. He bought me stuff and stuff like that. But it just wasn't a really close relationship, and I don't want to get into all of that. One day I will share my life story with you guys, just not right now. However, due to that specific situation, I grew and my parents not really being there for me as much could be the cause of why I am codependent as of today, and something that I am trying to break the habit of, because I tend to attract people who are either similar to me, or people who are not like, I want to say I would attract those kind of people. I'm trying to explain it, I'm sorry, but I would say I would attract people into my life, and the people I would attract into my life will treat me a certain kind of way, and I will be depending on this person to give me love or make me happy without realizing that I can do that within myself. But because of the fact of not really having the mother and the father figure like that, or the mother figure, and not really having the close relationship with my father, could be a result in the actions and the habits that I've contributed throughout my life, okay, with failed attempts or failed relationships, or going after men that were, because I used to date men in the past. So my whole thing is that could also be a cause of how you may be acting as of today. Like I said, I could go further into detail. You guys can let me know in the comments, But I do want to say that this is something that is true, because we don't tend to really pay attention to these things, because when we don't realize, because we're either unaware or we just don't care, and half of us don't give a damn. But this is something that should be said, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have talked about this. It does start at home. I've said this before. It starts at home, and then you will see how it is later on in life. People that have trust issues, people who have these high walls, for example, people who have been hurt consistently will have a very low trust issue, and they will have high walls, and they will be scared to let people in because they have been consistently hurt. However, they are also hurting themselves, because deep down inside and internally, they don't trust themselves. They don't. And they know that they've also, not only have they don't just trust themselves, but they also feel hurt. They're also hurting, and they're taking those past experiences that have been programmed, and those beliefs that have already been within the subconscious mind. It's like, oh no, we don't want to do that. It's a barrier and it's a wall. But the subconscious mind is only doing that to protect you, to actually, bring you back and say, hey, I'm here. We shouldn't, remember what happened last time, or remember this situation. I hope this is all making sense. So I do want to say that also, in order for you to change your frequency, just stay within a high vibration. I'm not the person that's going to sit here and say you're going to be happy 24/7. I'm not happy all the time, but throughout the pain, I'm still optimistic, or throughout the bad days, not bad days, but bad moments that I do have throughout my day, because I don't want to let anything hinder my day. Although I may feel some type of way, eventually I'll bounce back up, because I suffer from depression. So, although those things may happen, I still, am able to still lift my frequency and have the vibration that I want to wake up every morning. And when I exercise, I was told that the oxytocin is released within the body, and then next thing you know, you just are very energetic. So exercising is an amazing thing to do. So you can do other things to also lift up your frequency and lift up your vibration and change your frequency. And if you really truly want to manifest, just remember that your thoughts are your feelings are your emotions are your actions, and your actions will contribute to your habits in your everyday life. So I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you comment, like, subscribe, and share. Do whatever you want. And I'm sorry, like I said, I have a headache, and I'm gonna actually lay down right now. So I hope you guys liked the video. If I missed anything, please let me know, and also tell me some things that you know about the subconscious mind, or some feedback that I can actually touch upon and I could learn more, because I like to learn more and I like to increase my knowledge. I'm not here to say that I am a know-it-all, because I am not, but there's certain things that I do like to touch upon that are evolving personal development. And I watch a lot of YouTubers like Nino Brown. I watch motivational speakers and stuff like that. So I'm still improving myself while I'm telling you this as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and give me some feedback. Have a nice one. Peace.